In the age of technology, we're not just living our lives, we're documenting them. Every post, photo, message, and search leaves a trace. Together, these traces form our digital identity, one that can outlast our physical presence. But what happens to that digital self after we die? Do we vanish with our last breath, or do we linger in the vast memory of the internet? For centuries, we've memorialized the dead with headstones and heirlooms. Today, the internet has taken on that role. Social media pages become memorials. Old emails remain in inboxes. Videos we posted years ago still gather views and comments. It's a new kind of immortality, one we never fully consented to or understood. Consider this. Every second, more and more people pass away, leaving behind online accounts. According to a study by the Oxford Internet Institute, there could be more dead people than living users on Facebook by the end of this century. Imagine that, a digital graveyard larger than any physical one in history. But what does this mean for the living? For families and friends, a loved one's digital presence can be a source of comfort, a way to revisit old memories, hear their voice again, or reread heartfelt messages. It can also be painful. Platforms often send out reminders, like birthday notifications for someone who has passed. That jarring moment when you're reminded of someone you lost, not by memory, but by algorithm. Some platforms have tried to address this. Facebook allows you to memorialize a page. Google offers an inactive account manager, letting users set up what happens to their account if they stop using it. Twitter, now X, has deactivation policies for the deceased. Yet many people have no idea these tools exist, let alone how to use them. Most of us are unprepared for digital death. What makes this even more complex is the legal gray area. Who owns your data after you die? Can your family access your accounts? Should they? In many cases, families are locked out of digital memories because of strict privacy laws. Tech companies often cite security policies, but to grieving loved ones, it feels like a cruel bureaucracy. And then there's the next frontier, digital resurrection. Companies are experimenting with AI that mimics deceased individuals. Some use chatbots trained on old texts, emails, and social media posts. Others create avatars that look and sound like the departed. To some, it's a miracle, a way to keep loved ones close. To others, it's an ethical minefield. Imagine being able to speak with an AI version of a parent who passed away years ago. They know your name, remember shared stories, and can offer advice. But it's not really them, it's a simulation. This raises profound questions. Are we honoring the dead, or commodifying them? Are we comforting the living, or delaying their healing? Not all digital legacies are built by the people who passed. Sometimes, others curate and construct them posthumously. Families make tribute videos. Friends write blog posts. Strangers comment on public profiles. In this way, a digital identity becomes collective, shaped not just by the person who lived, but by those who remember them. At the same time, not everyone wants to be remembered forever. Some fear their digital self becoming outdated, distorted, or misused. Just as we can be forgotten in life, we can be misunderstood in death. The permanence of data doesn't guarantee the accuracy of memory. And once something is online, it's nearly impossible to erase. This brings us to the concept of digital decay. Hard drives fail, websites shut down, platforms disappear. MySpace, once a titan of social media, now exists mostly as a shadow of itself. What happens to the digital souls stored there? Are they lost forever, or archived somewhere, waiting to be rediscovered? There's a growing movement advocating for digital legacy planning. Just like writing a will, people are encouraged to decide what should happen to their online accounts, files, and data. Who gets access? What gets deleted? What should be preserved? It's a conversation that blends technology, law, ethics, and emotion. In some cultures, ancestor veneration includes digital forms. Families maintain online memorials. Birthdays and death anniversaries are marked with posts and digital candles. In these cases, the internet becomes sacred space. A modern shrine. A place to connect with those who came before, using tools of the present. But even this comes with challenges. Trolls sometimes attack memorial pages. Algorithms can resurface traumatic content without warning. And digital memories can clash with real-life ones. Someone's online persona may not match who they truly were, or who others believe them to be. Ultimately, our digital souls reflect the complexity of being human in the digital age. We are more connected than ever, and yet more vulnerable. We can live on through pixels and posts, but we can also be forgotten with a server crash or a forgotten password. As we continue to digitize our lives, we must also learn how to digitize our deaths, with thoughtfulness, compassion, and care. Whether that means creating a digital will, discussing your preferences with loved ones, or simply being mindful of what you post and why, it matters. Because the internet is forever. And your digital soul, whether you like it or not, is part of your legacy.